I was robbed. The 10-pin god hates me. There's no other way to explain why that shot didn't strike. That was 100% in the pocket. Hey, Otter Brooklyn, is that what you think? That shot was in the pocket? Poppycock. Where do you think the pocket is, anyway? It's somewhere to the right of the head pin, and when I hit that spot, all the pins should fall down. I got robbed. Today, we're gonna cut through the noise of a whining Art of Brooklyn and analyze where the pocket is and where to find it. Coming up next on Art of Bowling. Hi, I'm Coach Arthur, and you're watching Art of Bowling, where we discuss tips, tricks, and techniques to help you bowl your best. If getting better bowling scores is up your alley, consider subscribing and hit that bell icon to stay informed of our latest bowling advice for you. And if you're interested in custom jerseys like the one I wear on this channel, check out bowlify.com. I love these jerseys. They do me well in leisure and performance settings, and you can customize them in a ton of different ways. Use the coupon code AOBJersey to receive a $5 discount on your Bowlify purchases. Speaking of advice, what in the jersey happened back there with my strike? Did my ball roll out? Did it have too much angle? How about your ball did not actually hit the pocket? What? So let's look at two shots and analyze exactly where they hit, the 1 and the 3 pin. Here we have a green statement pearl and an older ebonite, the real one. Now, as the balls approach the pins, which one do you think strikes? I'll give you a moment to pick a winner. Okay, time's up, pencils down. If you guessed that the older ebonite ball was the strike, you are a winner. Yeah, that's the one I picked. I saw that from a mile away. Let's look at these shots a little more closely. If you look at the statement pearl, look at where the ball is hitting the pocket. It's hitting too much of the 3 pin, catching the 6 pin rather lightly, causing it to wrap around the 10. In other words, it's light in the pocket. Now the 6 pin does go into the pit, so you may think that was a stone 10. Nope. The USBC did a study, and if you enter the pocket on the 17th and a half board, you will strike almost 100% of the time.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
And another interesting thing to notice is where your ball exits the pin deck. If your ball exits the pin deck, splitting the 8 and the 9 pin, you'll know that your ball hit the actual pocket. The further the ball is toward the 9 pin when exiting the pin deck for a right-handed bowler, the more likely we are to leave the 10 pin. With this light hit, you can see that the ball is almost on top of the 9 pin. Where you want the ball to exit is actually splitting the 8 and the 9 pin. I came across this while reading Bowling Beyond the Basics, and I wanted to see for myself. I watched junior bowlers of all abilities for 3 hours, and I was looking for this exact thing. Where the ball entered the pocket and where the ball exited the pin deck. And the results echoed that of the USBC study. Any ball that entered the pocket on the 17th and a half board struck, no matter which kid threw it. Coach, I've seen some crazy strikes in my day, and I never really looked at what board my ball hit the pocket. And I don't know where my ball exited the pin deck, but I know these weren't regular looking strikes. I hear you, Art of Brooklyn. Sometimes we get strikes in unconventional ways where the ball did not go through the pocket at the 17th and a half board. And I did see that happen here with our junior bowlers. Obviously, there are a few factors in whether or not we strike. Things like speed and rev rate can help your chances of striking when out of the pocket, which is why I like speed on the ball. And sometimes you just get lucky. I like to use the phrase, you make your own luck, but I don't know what that means. Well, I'm glad you mentioned it, Art of Brooklyn. Our next topic will be about that very subject, luck. So we'll leave that for our next video. The next time you go out and bowl, watch carefully where your ball enters the pocket and exits the pin deck. If this is new to you, it might be difficult to do at first, because your initial instinct is to watch the pins fly and will them to fall down. Poppycock. We need to retrain our eyes and not only focus on where the ball hits the pins, but also where the ball exits the pin deck. Cut through the noise and watch the ball go through the pocket and through the pin deck. You'll still be able to see the pin action peripherally, a skill that will get better over time. With this information, you'll save yourself a lot of heartburn when you understand that that 10-pin leave was not highway robbery. If you're excited to get your practice on and see where that ball exits the pin deck, hit that like button and leave a comment on what other topics you would like us to cover. Thanks for watching and see you on the lanes.